Alright, hey. So I'm gonna do the Tumblr accent challenge slash meme for the second time in a row because the first time I did it, that was pretty and my voice was, high and nasally, and I don't think it's as nasally now, which is cool. But anyway, that had tweaking, I think. I don't remember anymore, but I think I tweaked it, and I feel like that's unfair. Plus, now there are cooler questions, so, alright, so let's answer this. Let's do this thing. Anyway, what is your name slash username? Hi, I'm Alec. My username is Alecky Butt. It sounds like I like your butt. Yeah, but I don't like my butt. Anyway, pronounce the following words: aunt, roof, root, theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, pajamas, caught, naturally, aluminum, GIF, tumbler, crackerjack, doorknob, envelope, GPOY. GPOY. I don't know why the Y was so pronounced in that. Anyway, GPOY, polka dots. Tumblr is in here a second time. What is up with that? Anyway, papaya, penthouse, subtext, smile. I'm surprised the boat isn't here. Just whatever. What is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? TPing, and I think cats are mating on a roof. Anyway. What is a bubbly carbonated drink called? Here it's mostly called soft drinks actually, but you can call it soda. And that's fine. Whatever. People know what you mean. If you say pop, I don't think anyone's gonna get it. But there is Pop Cola. I mean, that's the brand name, so they might give you that. Is there Pop Cola? Is there still Pop Cola? I'm not sure anymore suddenly. What do you call your grandparents? Well, actually, as I only have one set because my dad's parents are both dead. But when my dad's grandma was alive, I called her Mama Faye because that's what she wanted everyone to call her. But my mom's parents, I call just plain Lola and Lolo, which are Tagalog for grandma and grandpa, or just simply La and Lo. Brevity. What do you call the wheeled contraption in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? Shopping cart? Grocery cart? Shopping cart? I don't know. I think I remember having a weird time with this because, does anyone call it something else other than shopping cart? What is the bug that when you touch it curls into a ball? Millipede. I know because the centipede has got the they're segmented, and the millipede isn't. It's just got a tiny bajillion legs. So yes. So we mistakenly used to call millipedes centipedes, but they weren't it. Anyway. And they would mate or something. I don't know. They'd go on top of each other, and we like to watch and call it centipore, which was technically wrong because they're millipedes. Anyway, let's see. What do you say to address a group of people? Guys, dudes, bros. Well, if I'm overly formal or if I'm just trying to make an entrance, so I say ridiculous things like "What's up, party people?" or things like that. Or what do you call this? There's another thing I say. What up, home slices? But I got that from someone on DA once. I don't know. That was their journal thing. Whatever. Yeah. Party people is actually pretty common. If I call anyone, y'all, folks, whatever, dudes, bros. What do you call the kind of spider that has an oval-shaped body and extremely long legs? That, to Flulaborg's dismay, is a daddy long legs. And I could quote his video. I could quote bits in this video, but I'm sure none of you really want to hear that. So I'm just, I'm a flan. So, choose a book and read a passage from it. I brought this from downstairs as this was the only book in the vicinity, and this is a part of the what's it called? The publication I used to belong to. This is a short story. It's not a story. It's short prose, written by me, sort of. I guess you could call it a story. Conquest. As Saul realized that Loon was staring at him, he could not help but stare back, which elicited some growls from his companions. Sorry, I'm pluralizing things. There is no some. There's just one growl from his one companion. Okay, again. Sorry, take two. As Saul realized that Loon was staring at him, he could not help but stare back, which elicited growls from his companion. Saul only blinked at him. Have I upset you? A grunt. Possibly yes. He says as if he hadn't already known. Sorry. He knew it upset him whenever Saul exercised his superiority, as the older liked to put it. Saul glanced back from out of the corner of his eye. Not a word. He hadn't realized that Loon had already gotten so close to him. I wasn't gonna say, liar. Okay, I don't know. Sorry, that was just so weird, man. Liar. What you thought I was going to say. He didn't care to finish. It's better read than read out loud because, I don't know, but then again, to be fair, I was like 14 when I wrote this. Excuses all around. Anyway, next question. Be a wizard or a vampire? What kind of wizard, what kind of vampire are we talking about here? There's gotta be some sort of stuff. You know? Because in some mythos, vampire have powers. That's cool. But, you know, I would hate to not have to be invited into everyone's house before I can get in. And I guess eating's pretty challenging. So, I guess wizard is fine. I mean, what am I really gonna do with immortality? And how does that work anyway? Do you get stuck on the age when you turn? Because I would like to grow up a little more, you know. Whatever. So the short answer is wizard, I guess. How old are you? Believe it or not, I am 20. I often forget this. I have often called my mother to ask what age I am while filling out forms, which does not look suspicious at all. But yeah, unbelievably, I'm 20. Is it cold where you are? Is it ever cold here? Ever? Really? Yeah, no. What is your favorite color? Gray. I think, you know, by some definitions of a color, I think some people would exclude gray because it's just like light value or whatever. But if gray is a color, gray is my favorite color because there are like a bajillion shades of it. You know, gray is awesome. It's beautiful. What color are your eyes? Black. Like the darkness of your soul. I mean, dark brown. Typical Asian not coloredness. Like, you know, it would only be brown if you like shine the light on it and look really, really close. Otherwise it looks black. Do you have any freckles? No, but I have pock marks. No, there aren't pock marks. Those are zits and scars. Zits, acne scars. Not acne, just lots of zits. Going through puberty for the second time will do that to you. When is your birthday? October 8th. It's funny because Octo 8, even though October is the 10th month, which is kind of weird, but anyway, October 8th. What was the last thing you drank? People who've known me for a long time will find this really, really surprising, but water. Oh, because I didn't used to drink water. Yeah, that was really unhealthy, but when I started tea. Yes, I'm relating everything back to me starting tea. But anyway, no, when I started seeing a doctor, she made me promise that I had to be healthier because I can no longer eat legumes because it's bad for my liver. I'm not quite sure, but I'm not allowed to eat legumes anymore. And so yeah, water. Sorry. Do you know anyone on Tumblr in real life? If so, who? Do I really have to name everyone? Actually, I think like half of the people I follow on Tumblr I've met in real life. I don't follow everyone I know in real life who has a Tumblr, but a lot of people I do follow, I do know in real life. So I don't want to mention you all because there's too long a list and I have to fetch it and I'm too lazy to go fetch it, and this video is long enough as it is. So yeah. Would you rather have $1 million or 1 million friends? This is difficult. What kind of friends are they? I mean, how close are they? Because to be fair, I've always said I would prefer fame over fortune. Because I don't know, it's a weird thing. I'd rather be famous than I would want to be rich. Odd, but so yeah. If these, because in my mind, it's like if you're famous, you can still do things. I mean, you could use your name. Then if you ever run out, whatever. I just want people to know who I am. But if they were just like friends, I'm not quite sure. But I would like $1,000,000 right now for a lot of things. So at the moment, I guess my answer would have to be $1,000,000. That's US, right? Yeah, because ₱1,000,000 would be shit to me. Eat a taco or a quesadilla. Taco sounds so sexual, man. Quesadilla. No, I honestly like quesadillas more. Not much difference in my mind. But anyway, be a shark or an elephant. And be hunted for my ivory tusks? No, thank you. Besides, sharks are cruel. Yes, of course, I was on the cat side during the whole Tumblr shark versus cat thing. But, you know, you can't compare it to a cat. Or was I on the shark side? I can't remember now. Jeez. Anyway. Do you speak a second language? Yes, I do. Surprisingly enough, the native language of my country is my second language. I learned English first. I think in English, which is surprising to a lot of people, even my parents. Say something in it. Ooh, I have ready for this because I was listening to this song a few minutes before I answer this, and I'm going to recite to you the rap part of this song, which I actually sort of based the fic on once. But anyway, you understand it, so it doesn't really matter to you. But I will read to you. Mahal kita pero hindi mo lang alam. Hindi mo alam kasi hindi mo naman ako tinitingnan. Ayaw mo naman itanong sa akin kasi baka naman hindi naman ikaw at hindi ko naman rin sasabihin kasi ayoko pa ngayong magligaw. I am saying this too fast and I'm getting so many things wrong. Mahal kita pero hindi nga lang halata. Hindi halata kasi wala naman akong ginagawa. Hindi ako umikibo, hindi ako nagsasalita. Wala, pero hindi ako torpe. Hindi ko lang talaga masabi sa'yo ng harapan. Mahal kita pero dahil hints mo pa rin ramdam. Hindi mo ako titignan, hindi rin kita titignan. Lagi mo lang ako pakikiramdaman. Lagi rin kitang pakikiramdaman. At araw-araw tayo magdededmahan hanggat sa tayo ay magkabistuhan. Pero ngayon malapit na matapos ang kanta ko. Nais ko magkaalam na. Nais kong ako na rin ang magsabi sa'yo ng harapan kasi alam kong doon din naman ang tuloy niyan at dalawa rin lang naman ang posibleng suot dyan o hindi. Kaya ito sasabihin ko na para matapos na at hindi na magkachismisan pa. Sasabihin ko na para wala nang problema at para hindi rin tayo lahat mabitin pa. Mahal kita pero hindi mo lang I'm getting so tongue-tied. It is so difficult for me to read in Tagalog. I have the reading proficiency of a third grader in Tagalog. But I can speak it pretty well, despite that thing that you witnessed earlier. But I can speak Tagalog pretty well. And if I memorize this, I'd probably get it. But I didn't. So, yes. Do you think you have an accent? Actually, I don't think I have an accent, but my diction does vary depending on who I'm speaking to. Like, this is actually very clean. I mean, yeah, it's like what you think call center agents speak like. But when it's more natural, I tend to speak in... My diction tends to gravitate more like harder. I mean, it's not as posh or whatever. It's like Tagalog. I mean, it's because, you sometimes throw a lot of Tagalog words in. And I'm trying to shift into it now so you can tell the difference, but I am failing, so never mind. End the audio post by saying 3 words you want. It's a trap. Excuse me. Okay, that's past 3 words, but no, okay, sorry.